Guys, we're excited to be back. I can't wait till DeeJay gets back from Japan.
Yeah, we've been missing him, dude.
I think he's flying right now.
Right now?
Yeah. How long is that flight?
Yeah, that's probably a 15-hour flight.
Bro, long flights, yay or nay?
Depends.
On what?
If you're in the middle seat.
Oh, shit, dude. I got stuck on a flight once back from Spain. I was in between two fat-ass Germans. Huge. And they were spilling into my seat, and I had to sit there for like 8 hours.
Bro, one time.
While they read Mein Kampf and shit.
Oh, shit, dude.
It was the worst.
One time I was coming back from Iceland, and there was like the two seats on the window. I'm sitting next to the window, and there's someone sitting right next to me. She's this very large person. Halfway through the flight,
like tall?
No.
Like wide. Oh.
Halfway through the flight, she gets up, gets into the little compartment above us, and pulls out a Ziploc bag of wings.
Wings?
And just starts eating these wings right
like
next
bone
to
in or bone out?
Bone in,
damn,
bro.
Okay, I respect the
out.
game, though. I would be like, hey.
I was like, those probably
those
smelled a lot better
how do they taste?
Before.
Okay, can people hear us? Cool. Yeah, so DeeJay in Japan. Hopefully he can join us sometime soon, you know? Oh, I think DeeJay's getting in.
Oh, he just flew in.
Konnichiwa, dude.
I'm here. I'm back. It's good to be back.
Bro, do you have photos and stuff you're going to show us?
I don't have them uploaded.
That's fine. You can just show us.
Yeah. What would you do without me here? I know exactly what you do without me here. Not get an episode recorded right.
Record a whole episode that didn't record.
I was here and we still had problems with that.
We can talk about that. Sean came over on Sunday or something last week.
Oh no, it was Saturday.
We recorded a whole ass episode, and bro, I f***ed it up, bro. Oh, I was so pissed. We recorded the whole thing. Everything was set up perfect. It took me like an hour to set it up, but long story short, there's something that happens when you switch on the computer, and we lost half the mics. So, our bad, guys. I swear we're gonna figure this out.
Chilly here.
Oh yeah, Reed's with us too, guys.
Yo.
Shout out, Reed. And that's it. That's all that's in here right now. No one else is behind the camera. How are you guys?
Feel good.
You ever had Cubby's brunch?
Yeah, Cubby's brunch is not bad.
I think I had like their French toast one time.
Right?
Yeah.
I went and got myself a steak burrito. It was lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we were in line, and the guy's like, "Did your dog want any chicken?" I was like, "Sure." And he came out with a tub full of chicken, dude. Like, so much chicken.
What the?
Cooked chicken?
Yeah. He was
Raw
like, we have so
chicken.
much left over.
Damn.
So Lucy got hooked up.
Nice.
I think brunch is overrated.
Whoa, hot take. We just lost all our female viewership. Why do you say?
Well, like when you talk about the food, because the idea of brunch is what everyone's excited about. You wake up late, you go in late, you have like at least average food, you know? It's pancakes, classic waffles, whatever. But it's like it's the hanging out with your friends and
no, that's the part that's
so that's the part that's overrated.
no, that's the good part. But like brunch food is usually like it's all the same. Like
plus lunch.
That's why you're going because you know exactly what you're gonna get. But
I have a counter or like a point. I think we miss a huge component because we don't drink. And I think brunch is just a really big excuse to like start drinking early.
Morning, start
That's
day
fine.
drinking. It's the
With the
weekend.
mimosas.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we drank, it was probably the littest shit ever. It's hard to read chat from all the way over here.
Sean, that beard is looking mighty. Thank you. I don't know who said that because your name's hidden by the camera, but thank you.
Last night we went and saw Scream 6 and we invited listeners.
Yeah.
Bro,
so many, dude.
Bro, the theater was packed with 3Mers and it was rad. And
We rented the theater out.
Yeah. the entire megaplex, dude. Yeah, it was fun.
It was filled with just listeners. Thank you for your support.
So I'll be moving to Florida soon, so that's probably the last time we can do that. But we'll see.
That's the official. Is that the
official
hard launch?
Well, I'm supposed to be there by April. No, I've like snuck it in at the end of episodes.
Softly.
Yeah, soft launch. This is a hard launch.
I guess we could talk about it. Guys, I got a new job and they offered me money and they were like, you have to move to Florida. And I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. And they're like, fine. And then they offered me more money. And I was like that's
double
worth
it and give it to the
That's
next
nice,
person.
dude.
I'm the next person.
Yeah, double it. Yeah, so I was like, shit, I guess I'm moving to Florida. So really quickly we made the decision, and I'm to be in Florida April 1st.
Just in time for hurricane season, bro.
That's terrifying a little bit. But yeah, the boys have been nothing but supportive. Luckily we're kind of set up to record remotely already, so it's like,
Oh yeah.
and then these guys will just have to fly out. And I was actually thinking I'll come back like once a month. We can do like 3 episodes on a weekend.
Sure.
Just go hard. Just run a train on some spook.
Run a train on recording.
Congrats, Charlie. Thank you. I say guys, today's going to be interesting. We don't have a lot of stories prepared. We are just going to catch up because we haven't seen DeeJay for 2 weeks and we missed him dearly. And I want to hear all about his trip to Japan. He really did go to Japan for 2 weeks. So we're going to be chatting a lot. We'll give you one story. That's probably it. No. But last night, we went and saw Scream. Pack Attack showed up. He's not in chat right now, but you guys know Pack. He gives us so many books and things like that in the P.O. box.
Books and spotted dick and all the snacks.
So it's fun to shake his hand. We didn't get to hang out long because I had to get home fast.
Yeah.
So next time we got to grab food with everyone before.
Well, you're leaving in April, so you say when.
I'll come back. Or you guys can do it. But anyway, it was fun. The movie, Scream, fun, left some to be desired. I hated the motive. I already told you guys, but it was like, shit, I can't spoil it.
Yeah, dude.
How do I talk about this without spoiling it? I did not like the motive. It felt very like,
whiny.
Yeah, like, dude. All right. That doesn't justify anything you just did.
I don't know. It might.
No, it doesn't. I thought about it for half a second. It did not. But anyway.
It was entertaining. Also, whoever the graphic designer for the Scream logos are needs to get a fat pay raise.
You reckon?
Because
people hate on them.
Really? Why? I think they're so dope.
Okay, wait. Talk to me. What do you like about them? And I'll tell you what the criticisms are. Because if you don't know this about me, I'm weirdly tapped into like Scream current events, like everything Scream, the community, what they're talking about. Yeah. I know that shit, bro. I'm in there. I'm listening.
What are they saying then?
No, I want to hear what you like about it.
No, I just think they always incorporate the number into the.
They don't
really
though.
Creatively.
They don't though.
Most of the time they did.
It was easy.
Scream
for
6 did.
They did. That's why people are pissed at it because it's like they didn't follow like any type of like it's like Scream. Okay, Scream 2. That makes sense. Then it's like Scream 3, and then it's like Scream but 4 is incorporated now, and then it's like Scream 5 is just Scream. So like went back to the beginning, and they're like, what the f? And then Scream 6, then they reincorporate it. So they're like,
that's so nitpicky. Calm down.
But that's
when they do incorporate it, it looks dope.
Any community is kind of super nitpicky, you know?
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. I liked it how the V and the I, is it an I or a 1? Roman numerals.
The VI.
Well, is in there.
What else is the community saying?
Yeah.
You're
like about the current.
You're the most tapped in, bro.
The community is very happy with the reboot.
I agree.
They were very happy with it. It's mixed reviews so far on this latest one, but it's only been out for like 2 days. But they're happy that, I don't know, they're doing their best. They're trying. The directors are obvious fans of Wes Carpenter, so they're doing a good homage to Wes Craven.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound right, bro.
Wes Carpenter is the director they use in the movie, like a fake director.
Yeah.
Dude, Unfortunately, Sean had to sit by me in the theater, and I was whispering every little thing to him. Like when Gail gets a call, I was like, "This is actually the first time that Gail and Ghostface have spoken on the phone."
5 seconds later, this is the first time we've spoken on the phone.
Like 4 or 5 times that happened.
Every time Aragorn kicks the helmet, he's like, "Did you know he actually broke his toe? Did you know he actually broke his toe?" And that was real agony he was feeling on screen.
That's not acting. He's actually in pain. Bro, I cannot help that shit. Every little thing, I was like, "Did you know that this and this and this?" And I was like, "Sean, you're gonna have to tell me if you want me to stop."
I could see Charlie in my peripheral
whispering,
just going like this, just like sitting up.
I had to take it all in, bro.
Okay, but that also was partly because of the random person that got up in the middle of the movie and started walking around everybody, and that was creepy.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I've been so I grew up in Visalia. I have friends who have been stabbed to death. I've always been called pretty paranoid and aware of my surroundings, like at all times. I just want to make sure if there's someone moving behind me, I'm like, I can feel them on the back of my head. I call it survival instinct. Some people say trauma, whatever. Anyway, so we're in the middle of watching the movie, and ever since Aurora, Colorado, I'm a little sketched out, you know? I just like, if someone's acting weird in a movie theater, I'm like, got to keep an eye on them.
That's valid.
Bro, so we're sitting there watching a horror movie, which is the movies you do not access.
About a slasher.
Yeah. And this lady who's wearing pajama pants in public, which like,
Red
tells
flag.
you the caliber of person. It's like, oh shit, this is not.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care about them. They damn sure don't care about you. So she starts walking down the aisle, and I swear on everything, she's just like,
It did look
and
like
she was
that,
going so
though.
slow, and so she's on her right, and I nudge Sean, and
And
I'm
she
like,
gets slower when she gets closer to us.
I pointed at her, and we just watch her, and she walks. This is during the movie, like in the middle of the movie. And you know how like the screen is in front of you really far, and on the left or right side, there's usually an exit door
Yeah.
that no one ever uses. She hobbles all the way to the front of the theater and starts pushing on the exit door for like 2 minutes. And we asked a couple other people who were with us, and they're like, "Did you see that old lady?" And they're like, "No."
And
Like,
then
she-
we're like,
Yeah, she was just like so slow, and
She was super sly with it. It's like,
it was.
but did you
weird.
see the moonwalking bear? You remember that?
Oh
commercial?
yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Someone, yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's funny. But she did that, and then she like walked to the normal exit, and then came back, and then came and walked behind us.
Yeah, it's like,
and
did you see
sat
the
like 2
pajama
rows
lady?
behind us, and we're like,
Yeah, so I nudged Sean, and Sean the whole time was just like trying to be sly with it, like looking at me and shit. And then he was like,
It's like when you tell a friend, "Don't look right now."
"Dude, bro."
Looks.
When you come up and you're like, "Guys, don't look," but there's this lady over there with like the fattest, and everyone's like, and he's like, "All of you." I said, "Don't look." Yeah, I hate that shit. Anyway, I was sketched out.
And the row behind us was empty. At least
Yeah.
the seats right behind us were empty. And she like stopped and like looked down that row.
It was weird, bro.
I like had my
vibes.
head slowly turned
Yeah,
to see if where she would go, and she kept going. But
maybe it was a 3 a.m.er who like wanted to with us.
That's what I was
if
thinking,
it was,
dude.
congrats. That was
That
dope.
was
yeah,
good.
after Charles put out like the bat signal on IG, like, "Oh, we're watching a movie," I was like, "You just set us up."
I know, and I showed him what seats we're sitting in. So if like you wanted to stab or kill us, it's like, hey, we're right here.
Once I walked in
begging
and
for
found
something to
these
happen.
guys here or in the theater, I'm like looking around like, what if there's people in here who are listeners and we don't know who they are? They're either lurking ready, just trying to like, we don't know.
Pack Attack is in chat right now. What's up? He said, and
What
then
up?
and then I started giving Charlie a neck massage and whispered, "Everything will be all right."
That's crazy because he was in front of me. So it was
Whoa.
like, and I was all,
The neck massage from the front.
I was like, ugh. No,
But he gave us a beautiful little figurine
and
of
it's up,
Scream.
it's up on our ting. It's right over there. Yeah, we
Set
finally
up with
got
all our other stuff.
yeah we finally got a shelf where we put all the shit that people send us. Not that it's shit. Anyway,
Dig yourself.
Yeah.
Dig yourself a deeper hole.
so was that all with the movie?
I think so.
It was fun.
I enjoyed the movie. It was fun. Scream movies are always fun. Because I never saw 4 and 5, which is kind of criminal.
5 is better.
So
though.
Wait,
on
you
the-
never
on the-
saw 5?
Never saw
5
4 or
is
5. I only saw
fun.
1 through 3. So on the
4 is
way,
mid.
I like watched a YouTube video. I'm
You
like,
penis.
what? It was what you need to know before you watch Scream 6. It's like I already bought a ticket, so I needed to know some stuff.
I guess.
5 is where it resets, kind of.
Yeah.
Like new
It's the reboot.
Yeah.
big time skip. And,
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
the requel.
CC Gunn said I worked at a movie theater and it was weirdest 3 years of my life with creepers. Have you heard of that story of those girls who went and saw a movie and one of them feels something on the back of her leg at one point? This is a real story. And she looks down and there's a man who licked the back of her leg. What the He was there like all day and he would just do that. And then they told the workers and they're like, "Oh man, he's back." And they're like, "What do you mean he's back?"
Lick the back of her leg.
Yeah, he was under their seat for like
Just-
the whole movie.
Oh,
And
that's like
he
the in
couldn't help
Disneyland.
himself.
You remember the ride, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
No.
ride
No.
at Disneyland? You remember that? And they have like the little mice running in the seats, and they're like the actual mice.
Who are you talking to, dude?
I don't know who's there.
No one's behind the camera. What about it? Oh, the rats and it's like air.
yeah,
Yeah, spooky.
yeah.
I
So
love that.
that's part of the D-box experience in the theaters.
Well, yeah,
The licking ankles.
he was the D box.
He was the D-box. We saw Avatar, and I went with my family over Christmas break, and Christmas break like I'm in school.
Yeah, what
Christmas break, and
just
the
finished
row
my
right
homework.
the row right in front of us was the D box. So the whole time they're like in the water, connecting with Awa, and like flipping upside down and shit.
Bro, is that the biggest ripoff in the planet? D box. It's just like you shake for 2 hours. It's like you got to offer 2 more things, like a squirt bottle with water or
And a
something.
free
Yeah,
hot dog.
no, 100%.
And a free corn dog. Yeah, D box is ass cheeks. I've never done it. Have y'all done it?
Yeah, is it worth we say no.
It's like when 3D started in movies. It was kind of gimmicky to me.
Also,
You know?
Tristan's here, guys.
What's up,
What's
Tristan?
up?
Tristan, how are you? We missed you last night.
Like when 3D came out, they started putting it on everything, but they didn't need to put it on everything.
Yeah.
There's only specific movies.
It's like
that
It's a Beautiful Life 3D.
yeah.
Schindler's List 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. It's like I'm really here.
Yeah.
Sean's like, it's like I'm really here.
Yeah. Charlie Bucket, Willy Wonka 3D. It's like, wow, I really do have nothing.
Yeah.
It's like nothing
you
in
got
3D.
shit in this
Yeah,
house.
I'm poor in 3D.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. It's like I can see my poorness in 3 dimensions. Spy Kids 3D, dude, revolutionary.
That would have been. Oh yeah, the third one.
That's the same time as like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Bro,
Mhm.
that's
also 3D.
what a fever dream, dude. That is weird stuff.
Oh,
Super
agreed,
weird.
yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000s movies. Like they had movie ideas that
The
were
CG
really
couldn't
like they
back
did
up.
not care. Like Flubber. I always use Flubber as an
Flubber's
example.
lit,
It's like,
though.
what? But like if you saw a trailer today for Flubber, like this green goo that does what?
Makes you
What's
play
the
basketball?
plot? What's the plot? of
Dude, I don't know.
Flubber?
He jumps
That was a
higher.
Yeah, it's
remake
just-
though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Of an older movie?
Yeah, there was an original Flubber.
Whoa, Sean knows the facts.
That does what? Same thing?
It's
Nothing?
scientist who creates this and randomly,
Sentient.
yeah. There's
Sentient
literally
goo?
no like rhyme or reason.
It's kind of like E.T., where it's like I think
It's like a 60s or 70s movie.
he
or
realizes Flubber kind of has like a personality, and then they like want to take Flubber and use
something.
it.
They want to take him,
Abuse
and
it.
He has to like protect it.
Yeah, so he's like, I got to
Yeah.
save this from the
Wow, what a
man.
bunch of Flubber experts over here.
Yeah, bro, you bring it up all the time. You should know. Anyway,
Justice for Flubber.
I started watching Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
Every episode, because I essentially stay up all night with baby for the last 5 months. So I have like 7 hours a night to just like watch anything. And yeah, I started watching Are You Afraid of the Dark from the very beginning. And bro, you know how in the beginning I kept really trying to push like 3 a.m. is Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
I'm back on that game, baby. Like I was right, bro. It's so sick. If you haven't seen Are You Afraid of the Dark, you didn't grow up in the 90s, like too bad. Grow up.
sucks us up.
Yeah. But it's just a group of kids who meet in the forest at a designated spot and they share scary stories. And they're so dope about it. And they're like ceremonial. And they have this shit and they throw it in the fire and it sparks up. And they're like, I call this story The Apprentice's Sidekick. And it's like, dude. And then they tell a scary story.
That's sick.
It's cool. I really like it.
Because they rebooted it.
Yeah, the reboot is ass cheek. So I'm watching the original.
Yeah, the
Original?
OG.
Oh, okay.
The reboot is dog water. Like I should write for them because I could easily write something way better.
It's so tough. Why are we doing so many reboots when there's so many other original ideas that we could start off with? Because it's like
The boring
a
answer
lot
is
of things
money.
were. Yeah, it is money. It really is money. And Scream addresses that.
It's like you have IP.
It's like franchise live
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Fun IPs.
it's like you can milk that shit.
Yeah.
because it has a fan base. You don't have to build a fan base.
The new Scooby Doo.
Velma.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I wanted to talk about this at one point. I watched every episode.
And
I had fun.
I thought you didn't
So
like it
if
at
you guys
first.
don't know, there's another Scooby Doo. It's called Velma, and it's by Mindy Kaling.
Kaling.
Yeah, she's the Indian lady from The Office.
Hmm.
I just reduced her to her sex and
Wow,
her race,
dude.
which is exactly what she
Big
doesn't
profiler.
want.
In that show, yeah. What the?
So she did her own spin-off of Velma, and it's like adult, and they really want you to know it's adult. And actually, Reed, you have a funny story about that.
Yeah, so my 5-year-old, 6-year-old is super into Scooby Doo. Had no idea that this was like,
You see Velma, you think Velma.
yeah, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be normal. He's seen all the Scooby Doos already, so we'll just like have him watch it. And my wife's she put it on. She's in the kitchen like doing stuff, and Grayson starts it and then comes and sits on the kitchen counter, and he's like, yeah, I don't think I want to watch that anymore. It's like super uncomfortable, and Emily's just like, oh, it's fine. Like it's not that
It's
scary.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's just Scooby Doo. And then she looks up and like there's like naked people, and she's like, oh,
Because like episode 1, it's a bunch of high school girls and they're showering, and they have like 2.
So everything we wanted when we were watching Scooby Doo.
yeah. So they had like 2
The kids have
suds over their
changed now.
chi-chis.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're like episode 1, they really want you to know like this is not for kids, and it's like every joke is identity politics. So it's like the white guy, they make fun of him and they say he's Hitler and he's the bad guy and no one believes him, and then women are no one listens to women and don't take us serious. And it's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's
They lean
progressive.
in heavy.
They switch Shaggy to black, and everyone's so pissed. Even though I don't think people are that pissed. Like, Shaggy's already black, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So anyway, everyone, like, it had like a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, people hated the shit out of it. And Mindy was like, you don't like it because you're racist and sexist. And so I went into it ready to hate this shit because I love Scooby-Doo. I just bought Zombie Island on YouTube so I could watch it anytime. Dude. Anyway. And I watched every episode and I enjoyed it. I was like, this is fun. So whatever. Yes.
Is the mystery part, does that hold through?
What's fun about it is it's more slasher. So there's actual murders in this. So the very first episode, a girl falls out of a locker with her head cut open and her brain missing.
So it's not like slapstick.
No, they go in 100%.
It's like someone's killing
I stepped
these
on a
girls.
rake. And
Yeah, no.
Meddling kids. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's that's what I liked about it. And I was like, man, someone cool could write a Scooby series where they took it this serious. That'd be really fun. So I don't know. I didn't hate it.
So you're not racist or sexist? Then,
I guess not, man. I'm just better than people, I guess. But no. So that's my hot take. People hated it.
Yeah.
Hated Velma. And I was like, it was fun.
So an exception then to the whole franchise argument we're talking about.
I guess. No.
As Scream calls it, they're requels.
You mean just as far as like it working sometimes? No, because I think like
sometimes not.
Yeah. I think they can definitely work sometimes. Like they can do a good job. Like the Scream reboot is really fun. They did such a good job.
Did Fantastic Beasts finish?
I don't know. I felt when they got rid of my boy Johnny.
I don't even know who that is.
So
Johnny,
after the first
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I had to boycott that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. When he was what's his name? Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I love Harry
finish, though?
Potter. I love Harry Potter.
I know you do.
Like a lot.
That's why I'm
I'm a
asking
big
you
fat
if they
nerd.
finish.
I don't know because I hated that shit.
Yeah.
I hate Fantastic.
The fact that we don't know, like,
They
kinda
did
shows that,
finish
like, it
their
fell flat.
series.
They did.
I did not watch the last one.
Who did?
No,
I don't
I
know,
didn't
yeah.
really see anybody talk about it,
I don't think anyone did.
which is so unfortunate.
Bro,
They
Harry
need to
Potter.
They need to wait longer to do things like this. I feel like
Why?
because it's like.
Did
I
you
don't
hear
know,
they're
there's not
redoing
even-
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
But
Bro,
they're not
let's talk
redoing.
about
They're
this.
not
That's in
redoing the
our-
old
that's-
series though.
Bro,
They're going to be branching out to a bunch of other stuff that's in the second age.
See if they Marvel Lord of the Rings, and I don't know, it just doesn't sound right to me.
You think there should be more time in between these reboots and redos?
Yeah, I think they should make it after we die, like that long.
We could arrange that. No.
Well,
Why?
So-
I want to see that shit.
Or maybe like I don't know. It's like 10 years later, and it's a remake. And it's like I still remember going to theater watching Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings.
I suppose.
Like the nostalgia didn't brew long enough. I'm not that hungry for it yet.
yeah. I know
And
there's
there's so many other ideas to put on screen before we redo one,
Like Star
in a
Wars for the
shittier version.
19th time.
Yeah, dude.
I would agree. That's interesting. Wait, what were we just talking about? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Something right
Redoing
before that.
Harry
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 Potter.
Potter. Harry Potter universe was struggling, but it has had the biggest comeback since like Legacy came out.
Legacy.
Like a whole new wave of fandom and like lore, like the houses. Can we talk about this? What house are you guys?
somebody just asked us in chat what house you are. So
I kind of have a huge identity crisis where my whole life I felt pretty, what's that shit called? Gryffindor. But if I think about it more and more, if I'm really honest with myself, I think I'm Hufflepuff Slytherin.
I'm the same. I'm very Hufflepuff.
Like I think I would be put
Slightly
in Hufflepuff.
Slytherin. I went with Slytherin just because I want to be edgy in the game.
Whoa.
And be fashion god.
That's such a Hufflepuff move.
Yeah. No, that's a Slytherin move.
What do you think?
My main ambition is to blow up.
And act
Okay.
like I don't know nobody.
I try to be the drippiest kid at Hogwarts.
Dude,
I feel like Sean's Gryffindor.
whoa. He just called you a
that's a
bitch.
good guess, dude.
Yeah.
The last time I took it, okay, I've taken it twice. The first time was
Are you referring to Pottermore being sorted?
Pottermore.
Okay.
once was Slytherin. This was like 10 years ago. Last was like 4 years ago, and it was Gryffindor.
Did you take it honestly?
Honestly, dude.
Sean is Slytherin Gryffindor. It depends on what day
I'm
you
very
catch him.
main character, but also don't have to be main character. I could be
Oh,
wow.
Yikes. No, I'm just kidding.
Rita is through and through Ravenclaw.
Whoa.
Really?
What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
what do you think?
I don't know about Ravenclaw. Let me think. You would be Ravenclaw Slytherin.
Did you take the Pottermore quiz?
No.
No?
I was like, we don't know
Did you
yet,
take
dude.
it? Have you? Wait, who am I talking to?
Read.
I started talking to behind the camera again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Yeah,
I
no
don't
one's there. Put your house in. What's it called? The chat, dude. Tristan said he's Hufflepuff. Big Huff.
Big huff in this.
Let's
bitch.
go.
So that's what I'm talking about. On TikTok, there's huge gang wars going on right now between the houses, and everyone's like, so far too long has Gryffindor like talked their shit. It's like it's now the time for like Slytherin and Hufflepuff to like stand up. So like all these black people on
Hufflepuff's
TikTok.
been at the bottom forever.
Oh yeah, everyone shits on
Everyone
Hufflepuff.
shits on Hufflepuff.
So, but
For
Hufflepuff
what?
having a comeback, bro.
Hufflepuff's lit, dude.
I love the TikToks where it's like, oh, how would it be to party with Slytherin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Walking past
dude.
the Slytherin common room.
Yeah.
It's like, we got hoes. Yeah, Mo Bamba playing in the background.
Yeah. And then it's like you go to a Gryffindor party. Or it's like I got dragged along to a Gryffindor party and they're playing like All American Region. Or no, they're playing Sweet Caroline. And it's like some like they're all like baddies just pretending and they're just like sitting there like this is boring as and then I think that's what kind of solidified it where I was like, you know what, I ain't Gryffindor no more. It's like I'm Hufflepuff, bro. And they say Hufflepuff is like the drug dealers of Hogwarts.
And they got the
Oh,
snacks.
for sure. Yeah, they're right next to the kitchen, bro.
Yeah.
They're good at botany,
Bro,
biology.
here's the thing. Okay. So like I say there's like a gang turf war going on. So some people are like kind of funny with it, but then some people are taking it super serious.
Like how?
So you know how like I told that story of like the rappers in Florida and how like when they kill someone they say like if we killed Sean, the next day we'd make a music
You
video
tried
and we'd
to
be
kill
like
me, bro?
smoking on a pack of Sean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So bro, I've seen people like Hufflepuff, you really think you're in this? And then they're like, what about this? And they show Cedric Diggory's dead ass.
Oh shit!
And they show every dead Hufflepuff and stuff. They're like, you got clapped here. You got clapped. Don't ever disrespect. Don't ever talk about how you're the best house ever. It's like Cedric Diggory having ass. And it's like, holy shit. It's so funny though. People are taking it so far, so serious. And I love it. But there's just like a huge wave of new Harry Potter fans because of the game.
Yeah.
And there is the controversy, bro. Everyone's like, boycott the game because J.K. Rowling hates trans people. And everyone's like, yeah, for sure. And then it's like the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
And then some people online were like, I think cancel culture
cancel.
got canceled.
Yeah.
Because like everyone was like, yeah, no, I'm playing this shit. And there's a trans character in the game, dude. So I think all is well. Everything's been restored.
Well, did you see because all the professors at Hogwarts in this game, super, super diverse. You got an Indian potion maker.
An African divination.
Yeah, exactly. Like every race, Korean.
Dude, yeah, Asians all of a sudden at
Filch
Hogwarts.
is like Korean.
And their name ain't Cho Chang.
I was gonna say there was Cho Chang, bro.
It's like, and her brother Ching Chong, dude.
Ching Chong Ding Dong and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But and then you fast forward 100 years and they really regressed.
They're like, yeah,
out
of here with
original
that.
Harry Potter. It's all white.
yeah. They're like, let's stop letting them in. It's when
Yeah.
Dumbledore got in charge, bro.
Yeah. Dark Lord Dumbledore. Yeah, the wait, you're talking about the trans character?
What's crazy, I'm just like replaying this in my head. At one point, everyone hated, what's her name? J.K. Rowling because she was too progressive, because she said Dumbledore's gay. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you bitch. Like, how are you going to make him gay? That's gay, you know? Everyone was so mad at her for making Dumbledore gay. And then she's like, and also Hermione's black. And they're like, how dare you? How dare you do that to us? And then she's like, and then she tweeted her things about TERF women. And then all of a sudden it flipped and like the right is like, oh, she's based, bro. And then the left is like, she hates, everyone. Anyway. Harry Potter.
Hogwarts Legacy is lit. Honestly,
It's so fun, bro.
I'm just glad to be back in America because I just missed playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, you changed your ticket so you could come back earlier.
Exactly.
Because you had
Just
some
to
side
play.
quests to do.
Yeah. I was missing flying around on my Nimbus 2000.
Anyway, it's such a fun game. I really think I might be Hufflepuff Slytherin. Like I troll the shit out of people.
Did you join Gryffindor in the game?
Yeah,
Because it has the most quests.
yeah. I read somewhere. It's like if you want the most. Except Hufflepuff. Dude, this is nerd. If you go Hufflepuff, you can go to Azkaban.
Oh, really?
That's the only way you can go to
Damn.
Azkaban. Yeah.
How?
Like
There's
get
like
arrested
you
and
get like
go,
a
or-
if you go into Hufflepuff house, you get your own special quests, and one of them takes you to Azkaban for a minute to like do something.
Whoa, that's
Does
wild.
every house have like a specific thing to do?
There's a little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've watched a ton of shit on it. It's like all I
nerd
do.
ass.
Yeah, I'm like I like something, I watch 1,000 hours on YouTube. All the 90 things you missed in SpongeBob episode 1. It's like he's actually a neo-Nazi. Anyway,
Whoa.
made a slur for Muggle-born witches and wizards. Yeah, it's dope. I love it. She's really out here. Bro, everyone, if you pray, if you meditate, if you just give good vibes, give Brittany good vibes.
Give good vibes to all of Central California.
Central
right now,
California is getting clapped by rain, which is crazy because my whole entire life, we have been asked almost every Sunday, you guys, we need to pray for rain because it's like the drought's real bad. And now it's like, guys, pray to God the rain stops because they're getting. Dude,
how's the farm?
it's not good. So, and this is so stressful. Brittany, her husband James, farmer. He's been farming since he was 2 years old. You know what I mean? He's like been in that field working. He's so smart. You walk around orchard with him, and like he will take a bud off a leaf, and he'll just like tell you this is gonna be this. We got to do this. You can tell that the nutrients aren't coming in because of this. Like he is a savant.
Dialed in.
Yeah, it's crazy what he knows. Like if in the apocalypse, you want him around because he's gonna make you an orchard. Anyway, he tends to these fields day and night. Like he wakes up at 4 every morning to like go farm, and the rain potentially and the frost and freeze has potentially his entire crop, right? But you don't know until it blooms and flowers and fruits.
Yeah.
So even though his whole crop right now is most likely he has to still work it as if it didn't. And then he's going to find out. But he's like, it's not good.
Damn.
Because of the timing of everything. Like if the tiny budding leaf gets hit with frost at the wrong time, it's going to nuke the whole thing.
Damn.
So you'll lose everything. So, he's like, it's looking bad. But everything is flooding. Everyone's kind of screwed. So anyway, pray for California. First it was like their fires, and now it's like, get your shit straight.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can you pick a middle ground?
Make up your mind. But anyway, it's a lot. So let's start the pod. You gonna do this shit in Japanese? Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Ohayo gozaimasu. To everybody. Welcome to the 3 AM podcast. My name is DeeJay.
My name is Charlie Sun.
My name is Sean.
And today we have Reed with
What's up,
us
guys?
on the podcast. And I'm back.
Hey,
I'm back.
where you been, boy?
I've been in Japan. But before that, I'm back in the States, and it feels good. We're in America, land of the free, home of the brave. God bless America. Back to back, World War champs. What else do we enjoy? We invented baseball, the Glizzies,
Everything, bro. Costco,
everything. Costco,
Kirkland,
brand,
and Budweiser.
and the NFL,
Yeah.
and the WWF.
Bro,
Now E.
I have been seeing a ton of pro-American TikToks lately where it's like, if Russia wants to pull up, and then all of a sudden the national anthem starts, and it just starts naming our artillery and shit. And I'm like, oh, damn. Like, we
The
are
best damn military in the world.
Yeah.
We have one weakness.
What that
A
is.
single weakness.
Box cutters on airplanes.
No.
Food.
Snakes on airplanes? No.
Bathhouses.
Our
Food?
health.
It's that
Heart disease.
the Japanese are the master race.
Woo! I mean, I can't say I agree more.
Dude, the Japanese are the master race.
Okay, we are entering it. No, okay, real quick. If anyone's new to the podcast, I will note DJ's skin is brown. My skin is yellow. So we have some authority to talk about race.
It is insane. It's the first time I've been in Japan. None of y'all been.
Nah.
No.
All right.
Bro, I'm part Japanese. I ain't been there.
Crazy.
I know. Fake.
Japan's such a beautiful place. The people, the culture, I'm enamored by. Easily my favorite place I've ever been.
Did you just throw up tiny hearts when you said that?
Easily,
I think your hand.
I'm so used to it.
I think you just did a peace sign when you.
I'm really coming through with it.
Bro, your eyes are kind of chinky. What's going on?
It's everything about Japan is better.
When I got here today, DJ bowed to me and said, asked me to take off my shoes. I was like, whoa.
Everything about Japan is better than the U.S.
Whoa.
In every single sense. It's insane.
Tell me.
The entire time.
First of all, you can
The
get
first-
out. You can get out of the U.S.
Okay, shut up. If you don't like it, you can move. We get to the train. We arrive in Haneda Airport, and you take the train to go into Tokyo. And first of all, we're not traveling at the right time because we get there at like 6 a.m. and by the time we get on the train to get to Tokyo, it's rush hour.
Business.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest, like the most densely populated city on earth
Whoa. Not Bangladesh or some Mumbai shit.
is Tokyo, dog.
Oh, okay.
It's Tokyo. And you get onto the train, and I have never experienced this before, but this train car had over 100 bodies in it.
Whoa.
Like hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, and you could hear a pin drop. It was so damn quiet and orderly. Yeah, dead silent, dude. And we have our luggage, and like people are like you're supposed to, if you're like a traveling tourist, like usually you try to avoid rush hour times for the working
To respect
people.
them getting to work.
Exactly, yeah, and travel the rest of the day.
So usually
you know?
you have respect, but in this case,
Yeah,
No.
so here I come through as an American, taking up all this
Big ass
real
poly,
estate,
dude.
you know, manifest destiny on this subway train, and I have all my luggage. I bring like a whole empty suitcase, like check-in suitcase, because I know I'm gonna bring back a full like check-in
Oh,
suitcase.
of course.
But yeah, dude, it's just so quiet and super orderly, and everything there is just super efficient,
like thoughtful.
thoughtful, intentional.
Yes.
Dude, the entire time there, I can count on one hand how many pieces of trash I saw on the ground.
Damn.
You.
So clean. Yeah, and I was one of them. It's so damn clean there. Like not even cigarette butts or receipts or bottle caps on the ground. Like seriously, I'm not even exaggerating. One hand, I can count how many pieces of trash I saw on the ground. And that was like at Shibuya crossing at the end of my trip.
Just as if
that
there was
fe-
litter in that country, it would be
It'd
a
be like a
Shibuya
Shibuya
crossing.
Yeah, and it was the first time I said that's the first piece of trash I've seen on the ground.
Whoa,
I was like 2 weeks
damn.
into the trip because we're in Shibuya crossing for like the last 2 days. Anyway, super clean city. Even like homelessness in Tokyo, I saw 2 homeless people the whole time. And it was also in Shibuya. They were sleeping on cardboard mats, but it's like
I bet even
You go to
they were probably like steezier than I was.
yeah, dude.
It's like
Had
you
more
can't
honor
tell
than I
because
do.
Yeah,
they
they got that
still-
yeah.
normcore fashion going on.
Yeah. They chose to be homeless
Yeah.
as like some lifelong mission or some shit.
And you go to like Seattle or Portland, and it's like we were in
Tent
LA for 2
cities,
days
bro.
right before we went to Japan, and we ate at a restaurant that was right next to Skid Row.
Yeah.
At Skid Row, just like infamous for the homeless.
I love LA.
You know?
I love Portland. Foul. Dude.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah. So like coming from there, going to Japan, being with like around so many people, and only seeing 2 homeless people, like really like, damn, they really take care of it here.
Yeah.
Either they like off them,
Whoa.
or they're just like really good with it. You know, like either
No,
way.
they convince them to off themselves,
Yeah.
dude.
The senpu.
Yeah. They're like, hey, you know what time it is.
Yeah. Hella clean city.
Do you think Japanese get scared when they see Hawaiians?
What do you mean?
Like they're back for
Oh,
revenge?
nah, dude. And I have an example. I have an example on how like we all
Just
got
joking.
along. Before I get
Just
to
a prank.
So
Yeah.
sorry. So
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. So before I get there, or to that experience, a couple other things, dude. And it's not just Japan. Most of Asia, and I think Europe too. I've never been to Europe. Everywhere else outside of the States, way better at convenience. I'm talking about like
Would you say that's right for like Thailand?
In Bangkok, yeah.
Just better for convenience. You mean in travel, food?
yeah. So what?
It's just more
one
convenient.
big example is like here in the States, you have to drive to the grocery store, whereas like everywhere else in Asia that I've been, and I assume like a lot of parts of Europe too, you like walk to the market. That's like
We've talked about that.
A
How like
block
a
away.
walking city,
mhm.
and like
Mhm.
America is
Oh, yeah.
just a
Yeah.
driving country.
Salt Lake is like not like public transport, public commuting kind of city, you know, like
Mhm.
everybody drives, and it's like here in Eagle Mountain, we have to drive 10-15 minutes
To get to
depending
your
on traffic,
neighbors.
To get
to
to
get-
anybody.
yeah, to get to the grocery store. And it's like every night in Japan, the convenience stores are open 24 hours, and there's like 3 within a block of us. And when you get to the convenience stores, dude, the food there is you're not going to find anything below average. It's
Bro, I've
all
been speaking
average
this
or
about
above.
convenience stores since
You
day
shut the
one,
hell
bro.
up.
Okay, yeah, American convenience stores are such shit.
Sean's talking about Maverick and 7-Eleven.
I'm
bro.
talking about you go
Gas
to
stations.
well, the 7-Eleven in Asia is famous for being, you know, stocked with like goods, you know? And even in the Philippines, it was the same thing. 7-Eleven opened up while I was on my mission in the Philippines. And I remember we went there and the food was so damn good. Like nothing I've ever had at a gas station before.
Crazy.
So like like, everything you see about Japan, I think checks out from what I experienced. And the short 2 weeks I was there, everything checks out. The convenience stores, you go there and it's like sushi that's better than any of the damn sushi I've had in America.
Like, what about
And
it?
so cheap. It's like quality. You can taste the freshness. The taste is good, and it's very simple. Sushi in Japan is like nigiri and like sashimi. It's not like
Rolls.
fry sauce.
yeah, where's
and
the
like
Vegas roll?
steak and shit? Yeah, like
Get that
cream cheese
California roll.
and like all this. What the hell is all of this? Microgreens on my sushi. It's like over there. It's like you get it straight.
Stripped.
Maybe
down.
some
rice
wasabi
and the fish.
So, yeah, exactly. And it's like Even like you can get onigiri, which is like the rice balls, and it's filled
Sean's
with
hungry.
like one thing. Yeah, and it's you can get like chicken katsu, you can get tonkatsu, you can get even like the egg sandwiches in Japan. Like they fill the sandwiches out to the edges. You know how when you come here and you
nice,
see
dude.
they show you the part, it's like egg sandwich or like ham
it's
sandwich,
on,
and you
like, a
open it and the
quarter of
rest
the
is
sandwich?
empty.
Yeah.
You know, or the rest of the chip bag is air over there. It's all
Bruh.
filled. You know,
Wow.
it's insane. So they really give you what you're paying for, and you're not paying a lot because a lot like we went to the worst meal I think we had was the conveyor sushi belt, and it was better than anything else I had here.
Damn.
We had to split up because we had 7 people, but 4 of us on one table. We ate to our heart's content. We were like full. Like one of us was about to vomit. It was 2 of them got drinks too.
I love that.
That's American right
Two
there.
of them got alcohol, and the bill was like $70
Damn.
for the 4 of us to eat, and 2 of them got drinks, multiple drinks.
Damn.
$70, dude.
Sake bomb, huh?
Yes.
Whoa.
Bruh.
So the prices there are like pretty good, and the dollar's like worth more right now too.
Oh,
Well,
you, Japan.
Let's go
how
right
we
now,
got,
dude.
how we got there was if you're in Utah, do you follow flights from home?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think everyone in Utah follows flights from home. If you're in Utah and you don't follow them, but we got like a notification for Japan tickets for like $450 round trip,
Bruh.
like Delta.
It's like
That's
cheaper
way
than Hawaii
cheap,
tickets
dude.
right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we jumped on that like in October.
Dude, side note, there's $200 tickets to Australia right now. MJ almost bought them. So if we finna go to Australia, do like an Australian tour. Like,
Visit your mission.
Say
visit
less,
your
let's
people.
go.
my
bro.
my kids.
Yeah. yeah.
Bitch, I did not
Siri,
ask you.
Siri, what did you find about
Cheap
Charlie's
flights
kids?
to Australia.
Um,
Their names are Adonis.
Yeah. Yeah. The food there, A1. So good. And
Like
my favorite
sauce?
food is Japanese food. If I could only eat one cuisine for the rest of my life, is Japanese.
Can you expand? Because when I think Japanese food, I think sushi and some curries.
Okay, there's specific things I wanted to check off my list while I was there.
Okay.
Ramen,
Oh,
which
Oh,
got
yeah,
good. We went to
shit,
like a Michelin ramen joint.
like a cup of noodle.
yeah, like a straight up cup of noodle. We almost went to the cup of noodle museum in Osaka. It's free, and you can like build your own cup of noodles there.
And
like,
you
watch-
didn't go?
No, because it was like way out of the way. It was
Oh,
like we had to take like a 45-minute train ride outside of Osaka to go, and we were only in Osaka for one day. But yeah, got ramen. I wanted some like crunchy ass tempura. I was telling them last night, like I wanted my tempura to be looking like The Last of Us, like growth on it, like soup. You bite into it and it's like it bites back. It's super crunchy.
Whoa.
What else? Curry. Japanese curry is my favorite Asian curry, more than Thai curry, more than Indian.
You India?
I love Indian curry. I love Thai curry, but Japanese curry, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just because I grew up with it. But it's definitely like the least famous of the 3, I feel like.
Ooh, yeah. I
So
would
it's
say
got
that.
some good katsu curry. I really wanted. Oh, the only thing I didn't get was like cold noodles, but it was cold there, so I wasn't like really
Trying to
fan.
get cold
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, no,
Anyway.
makes sense.
Some good I don't know, udon noodles, like big fatty thick ones. We went to like this one dark alleyway with this single restaurant, and it was like we waited an hour and a half in the line to get this udon, and it fit like 8 people inside. Guy only speaks Japanese, and he comes out and he's like ripping Japanese to us, and we finally
You're like,
and we finally order, and we get inside, and it's just like the best damn meal. It was almost like a Japanese carbonara because he put like Parmesan cheese on. He like
He brought the Parmesan wheel out.
yeah. There was Parmesan on it, and he like tempura fried a piece of bacon on it too. It was delicious. With the raw egg on top. Yeah, food was great, dude. And the fashion there is insane.
Can I ask? As a Japanese, I feel like Korea takes the
Okay,
fashion
Korea's
game.
been on the up and coming, and
But even
I've been to Korea
China's
for
doing
one
better.
day. China's doing better, but like Tokyo is like a fashion capital. Tokyo, Paris, New York, I feel like are the 3 big cities when it comes
So
to
Tokyo
like,
held its own, though.
culture and like fashion being a part of like the subculture. But yeah, even like people, every single person, whether they were going to work, going to school, so sharp. Their pants are pressed.
like
The fly, even
katana.
old ass people, like old ladies who have like hunchback and shit, like
Oh.
are so dripped out, and it's crazy. Like the Japanese people seem like they just care, you know. They just put a lot of like intention and care into like how they look
We do.
and what they do. and it gives off the image at least, you know. So that's what I got is like everyone there just looks so sharp. It's cool.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
So the fashion was on point.
Yeah, and even like I was just saying, like even the people who aren't trying to be like super fashionable, like just going to work, just wearing really like clean suits. It's like most of the part pretty uniform. Everyone's dressed in black or navy.
I love it.
And then you have like few people out here sticking out like the nail that gets hammered down.
Whoa.
That's what they say. No, who are like really like fashionable, like Harajuku, you think,
yeah.
you know?
Gwen
Those are out
Stefani.
there. But yeah, Gwen Stefani type stuff.
The best Japanese.
And yeah, anyway, you were saying earlier though, how did Japanese think about me as a Hawaiian?
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. I thought we were friends. I
Oh,
thought we were friendly. They're all super
Aloha.
friendly to me. It was the amount of respect is so real because it's like there were parts where I walked into like a mall. There was one time where I walked into a mall. I was heading for the North Face store at this mall, and they had like all the like the mall kiosks where they sell like
Hello Kitty and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPhone covers.
I walked in and there were like 12 people and they all like bowed at me. And then when I walked past each of them, they all bowed at me and they're all like konnichiwa and everything. It's like super, super respectful. Asked them for directions. Where's the North Face store? And they're like, I'm so sorry. This place is big and intimidating and confusing. Let me show you where it is. Like they're all super accommodating, super, super accommodating.
I can understand you feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I do.
Well, yeah. And when we were in the Airbnb,
I drew you on
the
that.
the internet wasn't working. The Wi-Fi wasn't working at our first Airbnb. So like we messaged them and she like sent like a 3-paragraph message.
She's like,
on
I've already killed myself.
apologizing.
Yeah.
Apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like just a big long apology letter. And then she like sent like pictures and like how to do like
Like, took her
detailed
time.
instructions.
Yeah,
Yeah, took her time. And then it was just like one of like the Ethernet cord wasn't plugged in for whatever reason. And then we told her and she's like, oh, she apologized again. Anyway, yeah, super accommodating is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But there was one night, there's a district called Akihabara, and it's like the gaming and like anime district. And you like walk through the streets.
A weeb's wet dream.
Oh no, for sure. Like the billboards, the lights there are all like
Everything's making
Pokemon
noise.
and Naruto. Yeah, well, like half of the city, if it's not the business, it's all entertainment, and it's like
So it's loud, bright,
loud,
fast.
super bright, like all the crazy signage you see in Asia. Like I said, it checks out.
Japanese don't give a about epileptics, dude.
No. There's no disclaimer when you get there. When you're flying on the plane, it doesn't say flashing lights will cause. Like you get there and you're gonna find out, if you have epilepsy or not.
Seizure.
And in Akihabara, the gaming and like anime district, they definitely try to hook like all these like neck beards because on the street is lined all these maid cafes. Where you go into the cafe and like all these like cute kawaii Japanese
Sean just
girls
got real interested.
are dressed in maids and they're all on the street and it sucks because while we were there it was pretty cold and they're wearing like short maid dresses and they're like handing out, they're like onegaishimasu and like handing out all these flyers to come eat at their maid cafe and whatnot.
But
Wait,
where
is
is this at
is it
again?
a sexual thing? Like a maid cafe?
No, I don't think so. I
Because
mean,
that sounded like red light for a second.
there our last Airbnb in Shibuya was definitely in the red light district. All the shops around us were hotels, like rest hotels they call them, where you can pay like per hour to stay there.
Oh.
And like all these girls like standing there, but they weren't wearing like maid outfits. The maid outfits were more of like
Just the like the
attraction.
novelty or something.
Yeah, novelty kind of thing. Because there were other shops like animal shops, like the raccoon cafe where you could eat with a bunch of raccoons, or cat cafes.
Eat with raccoons.
Yeah, like
Bro, that's
domesticated
lit,
raccoons
bro.
and stuff. Like, well, it's not like,
Or like I want
you
to
don't really,
rack
you don't really
ribs
go
and
for
rabies, dude.
Yeah. You don't really go for the food there. You go for like the other things
For the
that are there.
raccoons.
Like,
I've seen some
display.
you eat out of like toilets and shit, like just weird
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah, weird. Yeah,
like,
yeah. Japan's like all about those novelty kind of things, and it's like all the shops they do one thing, one or two things, and they do it well. Whether
I
they're
like that.
they're maids or you're getting like mochi, like.
It's like we've been making mochi for 800
Yeah, I
years.
went to a knife shop. And it's like my family made samurai swords for the emperor, and now we make kitchen knives. It's like on their business cards, like since like 1650 dynasty or whatever shit. And so we're in Akihabara, and there's like what used to be the Sega store
Rad.
turned into like a huge, massive
Sega.
arcade there. So like we spent a couple hours in the arcade playing like all these random games. It starts at the first level and it's like 7 floors of arcade. And every floor we go, like first floor is like very easy, like the claw games, you know, and they have all these crazy prizes of like Pikachu plushies and things like that. And you go to the second floor, third floor, and as you go up, like it starts getting more expert.
I'm getting stressed, bro.
You get to the we got to the 6th floor, and dude, this place was packed with kids and older people, boys and girls, men and women, who go to that arcade every day.
Whoa.
And like there was like this young couple, they looked like they were maybe in high school.
It's like a real life anime, bro.
Yeah, honestly, they're playing this game. It's like this floor was like the rhythm floor. So it had Dance Dance Revolution.
Nice.
It had like Guitar Hero, and then it had like all the other games I've never seen that has to do like there's
Drumming
like
Hero
DJ
and
game.
shit. Yeah.
There was this other one where it was like Dance Dance Revolution, but you use your hands, and there's this circle, and they're like Doctor Stranging shit, like moving their hands, and like this couple, this boy and girl who looked like they were in high school, were just like in sync with each other, going for like a half an hour, like dead face, like deadpan face, getting 100% on like expert mode, and it was like all of us were just like watching with our mouths open.
Bro, you're the Chinese tourist, bro.
Yeah, no.
When
honestly,
you see a squirrel, it's like everyone pulls over.
well, it's so funny because it's like when we went
They're
to
like, what? We're just playing this.
we went to right outside of Kyoto, which is like older like Edo period Japan.
Some more like palaces and castles and shit.
Yeah,
Gardens.
You've seen like and I posted it on our story too. There's the attraction. It's like the 1,000 Torii gates, the big red gates.
Yeah.
And it takes like 2 hours to hike to the top. So most people go like part way and then turn back around.
That's good.
Yeah. I've seen like one. You've seen one. You've seen one.
The Japanese or the gates.
yeah. Both. Getting back to the arcade, we get back to the 7th floor, which is the top, and it's
What do they have up there?
American games, but the Japanese are playing it. It's like the old arcade games, and there was one game made by Namco. It's almost like a shooting range. So it's like you have like the pistol inside,
Oh yeah.
and you pull it up, and like targets come up, and you shoot it. And we get there, and there's 2 Japanese kids in uniform. One black dude from Atlanta and one Japanese businessman.
Brother, are you lost?
One Japanese businessman, and then our group. Our group is getting closer to them. We see them, and they're like making a commotion. They're like yelling and like, oh, like having fun. And we get closer, and we're watching one kid in our group. His name's Carson. Huge like gun enthusiast. Grew up hunting.
He's like, hell yeah, brother.
It's Mallory's brother.
He pulls his gun out.
Yeah.
It's Mallory's brother. Like I've seen his collection. It's kept in like a really like dope vintage like soda machine. That's his like gun locker.
So
his
brother
gun safe.
knows his firearms.
Yeah, exactly. Like he has like 20 like ARs. Yeah, like I said, he grew up hunting, and he's like, oh, I want to try this game. The kids who are already there, the black dude from Atlanta, they're all.
I want to know everyone's backstory. Dude.
I know it was so funny. I was like,
Everyone's a
how did you
character.
guys get together here?
Yeah.
But they're there. We didn't really. We talked to them a little bit, but we were mostly just having fun with the game. So Carson jumps on the game, and after a few rounds, there's like 4 rounds, and each round like more targets come up. First round, it's just one that comes up. Second one, it starts moving. Third one, 3 targets come up. Fourth round, 3 targets come up, and they're moving. And it's like, how fast can you get it? And you have limited ammo.
Ting 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 ting.
So he pulls up and he shoots, and he gets like in the 4 rounds, I think like 11 seconds or something to like get them all down. And like I watched the businessman. He's standing in the back, and he's the quietest, and he's super pleasant. And as Carson finishes
he's the
each
boss,
round,
dude.
he goes, oh, like very like supportive but quiet in the back, and he's like clapping, and it's like, oh wow. And then
I want to hire that guy.
all these kids start going. The black dude from Atlanta pulls up. He holds it sideways. And shit. And then I'm like, that dude, I know for a fact the businessman is the best one here. I just know. So I asked him what his name is, and I've forgotten. But then
He's like,
I tell everybody,
Smith and
and
Wesson.
I start chanting his name. I start chanting his name, and then everyone starts chanting his name. Yeah, and then he goes up, and he's like super respectful. And this dude is the most unassuming guy. I have a video I have to show you guys. He looks like lethargic accountant ever. Like he's the chubbiest dude I saw in
just
Japan.
sleepy eyes.
Yeah, everyone else is like super slim and tiny. This dude looks like an accountant. But he pulls up, and first round comes up and the target pop hits it in like 0.4 seconds, dude. And the record so far is like 9 seconds. And he's already 25% of the way through. Second round comes up, pop, pop. He hits both of them. Dude, by the end, he got like 3.4 seconds. So fast.
You, Carson.
And it's so, Carson, I was like, dude, you grew up with guns. This guy's never shot a real gun in his life. Guns are illegal here. We took the guns
Burn
away.
all your guns, you idiot.
Dude,
Give them to the Democrats.
It was so crazy. I told him, I was like, dude, if you came to America, they'd love you over there. But he like destroyed it. He destroyed the black dude from Atlanta, dude. It was crazy. We were like screaming. And, like everybody was screaming. The Japanese kids were like, oh, like screaming at him.
That's funny to see like, Japanese let loose and get rowdy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
And it was going back to what she said, like there was a lot of respect. There was like a bonding moment with all these like different walks
of life. You got his face tattooed on you?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah. So you guys like came together.
Yeah, we came together.
There was no race.
There was no race.
It was just arcade.
Yeah, it was the race to the finish line.
Bro, he is 1000% top hitman for Yakuza.
Dude, it was insane. He was straight up Japanese John Wick with it.
Yeah, he was.
He was so
John
fast.
Rick, dude.
Yeah, John Rick.
But 1000% that guy's an assassin.
Yeah.
You don't get that good for nothing.
He was so unassuming too.
Yeah.
And he was so when he finished, he was like all smiles and we're all clapping and cheering and he's like bowing to everybody. He's like,
I've killed thousands.
Yeah, it's crazy. The only reason why we bombed Japan was because that guy. We were afraid of that guy. It's like
we need to nuke the country.
Yeah, we need to nuke the country.
John Rick is there.
Yeah, and he still survived.
Yeah.
He's like on the 7th floor of the Sega arcade.
Yeah. He just tink the bomb.
It was wild. Yeah. Like I said, easily my favorite place I've ever been to. Can't wait to go back.
Damn. Japan, bro.
Yeah. And I came back to the States. We fly into LAX and luckily
Your train cuts through the smog.
I have
lands on the trash on the tarmac.
I have my luggage, luckily, but like there's gum on the floor. Like somebody's walking barefoot.
Homeless.
Yeah, there's like immediately trash everywhere. I walk up to customs and they're like, stand over there and give me your passport.
You're like, or you could bow, bitch.
Yeah. And
customs TSA is TSA.
I was like,
just kidding.
I was like minorly shell shocked.
How
Like, coming
rude
back
and
to the
loud
States, I was like, damn, America sucks. I was like, even on my first day to Japan, I was like, all these Japanese come to America and think we're all savages. They come here and they see all the trash, they see all the homeless people. The government doesn't take care of their people, which I think is true.
Depends on who you are.
Yeah. And it's just, I was like, this is lawless land. And I like hated it for the first hour being back in LA. I was like, this sucks. It's like, I didn't see one Walmart type person in Japan. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's like everyone just cares and
tries.
Like tries and like puts intention and thought, and it shows. The product is like a beautiful, well-oiled machine of functioning society, you know?
Damn.
And it made me almost a little sad being back in the States. Yeah. But then a switch.
Then you got animal style in
a
and
switch
out.
flip. I got myself a breakfast burrito. I had an angry Latina yell at me because I didn't speak Spanish. And I was like, you know what? This is the beauty of America.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
That's the best part of America.
Yeah.
It's like we have created the perfect space to not care. If you
We're
wanna,
the yin to their yang. Bro.
Exactly.
We can't all be yang.
We all can't be yang. This is after yang,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
We're the yin. And if you wanna drive 20 minutes to Walmart and
In your pajama pants.
get in a fight over some bananas, like you can have that here.
You can do that here.
You can do that here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw your gum on the ground.
Yeah. Exactly.
The ground.
Yeah. The ground.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
So-
Dude, I have a cousin who lives in Japan. He moved there 20 years ago. Never came back. He was like, I'm going to go for a couple years, just see what's good. Because he served his mission there.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to go back for a while. I have some good connections. I'm going to move there. Never came back, bro.
Like,
But now,
he's still
after
alive?
hearing all that, yeah.
Oh, okay. The way you said never came back was just a little saucy.
To this day, no one
Can't
knows.
find him,
Yeah. No, but like after hearing you, it's like, man, no wonder. Like he lives 20 minutes outside of Tokyo. So anyway, I've said this before. I'll say it again. Japan's death rate and birth rate are inversed. So people are dying faster than people are being born, which means population is going down, which means now's the time to get into Japan, bro.
And I was looking into real estate. It's
Let's
not
move
hard
over.
to buy property there.
Yeah.
It's not very hard.
Do they have rules? Because I know in Thailand you have to be a Thai citizen to buy property.
Bro, that's
No.
racist.
From what I found, and I only did a quick 5-10 minute Google search. No, you don't have to be a citizen
Oh.
to buy property there.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there's some spots where it's like they're like
Okay,
incentivizing.
y'all
Yeah,
get like the
incentivizing.
city spot. I'm gonna get a mountain spot up.
Bro,
in the
that's
north,
dope. Come
bro.
stay in the city with me.
Then
when we
y'all
do
come visit out in the mountains.
You're real quick. Did you hear about that shit about the Thai queen or princess like collapsing?
Oh yeah,
recently?
dude, that was wild.
Bro, the Thai government might be getting into a lawsuit with Pfizer because she got her booster and then she passed out, and
How did I not know that?
they're upset.
Yeah.
Like the king of Thailand's like
Then like their medic was like
pissed.
didn't know what they were talking about, and it was wild.
Was
Some
it real?
I mean, I saw a TikTok.
I'm pretty
So-
sure I saw the same one he sent me, so I'm just
I don't know. Maybe we'll look into it. Bro, the experience you had of coming back to the US is almost the opposite, because whenever Sean and I, like, we've been traveling in the past, we go like more Peru, you know, like less, what's the word, industrialized, or like the Philippines even, where it's like, you know, you don't have all the luxuries you have here. So when you come back here, you're like, damn, like nice, reliable hot shower. That's pretty nice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you were like, bro,
Yeah, dude. Like everywhere has a, and it's pretty common in Europe too, I think. With bidets everywhere.
oh,
Like, I
you're
walked into my first Airbnb and it opened up to me. And I was like, oh, this thing's ready to eat
The
my
toilet.
ass. Yeah, I was like, hell yes. And I come back to LAX, I was have to wipe my own ass. The Japanese person like spitting water at me.
Who wipes
clean
their
me.
own ass?
I know,
bro?
I was
That's
so
poverty.
pissed. Yeah, my ass was bleeding from the toilet paper. Luckily, I bought my own bidet last year from
Ooh.
Tushy.
Yeah, yeah.
Which,
Sponsor
by the
us.
way, I don't think you should buy Tushy. I think there's better ones.
Don't
Mid.
sponsor us, you, Tushy.
What do you mean mid? Sean doesn't even use our bidet. That fool just wiped
well,
him
how
like
do
a
you know? You got a
Neanderthal.
camera in there,
I
bro?
asked you. You said he doesn't. You said he doesn't use it.
But you said.
Yeah, dude. So
That's
that's the
cool.
first step to becoming like the Japanese, the master race.
Clean butthole.
Yeah,
But
getting bidets everywhere, installing bidets.
That is the first.
It's so
step.
easy. It's crazy. The bidets there do everything.
What do you
Everything
mean?
for them.
Like serve your food and shit?
Yeah, dude.
Drive you around?
Yeah, you can do like a little pre-soak, and it's like not just one fire hose. It's like
Whoa.
it's like the shower heads, you know, like the old shower heads where it has the different settings. Like
They hit a combo on your asshole.
yeah, they had a combo.
It's
The
like
thing's
ding,
doing like
ding,
the
ding,
Millie Rock on your asshole. It's like spinning around, giving you rim jobs.
Yeah.
And then it like blows it dry.
What
It like
the-
blows it dry.
a blowjob.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Wow.
And then the
A
seat,
booty
the seat
blowjob.
warmer and everything. It's nice in the morning when it's cold, but like your
Dude,
ass
we
is
are
nice.
shitting in medieval outhouses.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Somebody in chat said America is the most advanced third world country.
That's so
pretty,
accurate,
pretty
bro.
apt.
Yeah.
So it's like this was like, I mean, I've been to Korea not long enough. It was only for one day. That I think they were like pretty advanced too. But like, yeah, what to the effect of coming back home. Most other trips are like, it's so nice to have carpet.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? It's like, now it's like,
I
man,
wonder. I wonder if we would be that way if like the United States was as big as California.
was as what?
As big as California.
Oh yeah, it's tough. We're so
Oh.
widespread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't have influence from anywhere else. We have Canada, which is watered down America, and we have Mexico. We just have two countries. Everywhere
Which
else is
is
so close.
salsa
like,
up
next door.
America.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
if the U.S. is smaller, we lose our desire for freedom because we need to have order, right?
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
no
okay,
the competition is within ourselves, but like so many people in America are so lax, you know? Whereas like all the other countries
Also diverse. It's like we're 50 different states working together. Is homogenize a word?
Yes.
And is that like one race? Or what's the definition of homogenized? Because what I'm saying is, oftentimes you get examples when people point to like countries that are killing it, they'll point to countries that are just like one race.
Like Sweden.
Yeah, when
It's
they're like, bro, why can't we just be like Sweden? You mean, and it's like, you mean like all white and don't let anyone else in? You know what I mean? And be like a country of like 2 million? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying the whites do it right?
it's not realistic to be like one country. Our country that's huge and so widespread, we can't
Yeah.
be like one other tiny country.
Just like
you know?
as well. Also, Japan's like been itself for so much longer, doing itself. And like we
They use us
busted
in-
on the scene 300 years ago.
we're,
you know what
we're
I'm
a
saying?
new country. We're still like in
Yeah, we figuring this shit out.
infancy, you know?
What's the why you rap, bro? Oh. You like my articulation?
America still is in its infancy. We're figuring a lot of stuff out. So it's going to be a long time since we're on some other shite.
We've talked about it before, and speaking of The Last of Us, it's like even how they built their subway system is so advanced in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they did it? They took like a petri dish and they put like dots on the petri dish of all the major ports in Japan because they wanted to make a railway system that was the most efficient, and they couldn't figure it out. Like mathematically, it was astronomical. Like way too many variations. They didn't know. Like, do we make it start here, go here, go here, go here, go here? So then they were like, all right, petri dish. They put little dots on the petri dish where all major ports were, and then they let fungus in, and the fungus grew in the scientifically most efficient way. And then they built their entire subway system off that fungus growth.
Even the bullet train, that's called biomimicry.
Whoa.
Where you basically
let nature like show you the best way.
Yeah, because nature's been doing it for millions of years.
There we go.
So they figured it out themselves, evolution. So it's like, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel when nature's already come up with their own
best wheel
that turns? Like the bullet train, when they first invented it, was so loud and like creating so much noise. And you blitz through the countryside, and it's like shaking everybody's houses. It's waking everybody up, and like people are getting like health problems from the bullet train. So they looked and they redesigned the bullet train so the nose is like a kingfisher bird.
Ooh.
Where it like dives into the water with like minimal splash. So when it comes out of the tunnels, like the air pressure is as minimal as possible and doesn't create like a huge loud explosion when it comes out of the tunnel. Like they made like parts of the train like other birds, like owls. Owls are famous for being silent flyers. So they made like the wings on top of like the train like owl wings, so it just reduces like the noise level and drag so it travels quicker. They've used nature, who's the master designer, and just copied that, you know?
Intention, bro.
Yeah. So
that's dope.
I don't know. It's a beautiful place, like filled with culture. I was almost like proud for them because they were, I don't know, they're very proud people, and they should be.
Cool, bro.
So
I need to go.
Yeah.
Same.
I think I have a hole in my body that could
You
get
do need
filled
to
by
go.
Japan.
You do need to go. There's so much more that I want to do there too. Ugh, I can't wait to go back.
Rad. Well, we're glad you're back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get any scary stories. Finding like scary stuff there was kind of tough. Not like here.
It's like
I feel like it's easy to find.
even their
scary
ghosts and
haunted
demons have it
places.
together.
Even
We got
they're
the shit figured out,
respectful
bro.
there.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. Well, we're glad you're back. We're glad you're safe.
Hi.
And hi, Japan.
Bye.
Guys, this episode's going to be different. We really did just want to catch up, hear about DJ's trip, maybe cover a couple things that are in the news. So I'm going to bring up some stuff that's been going on. You know, while you've been out of the country,
Lots of stuff is happening.
lots of stuff's been happening. For instance,
Tell me, what have I been missing?
dude, Egypt. Huge discoveries in Egypt.
Like what? Greater pyramids?
No, they just found two. So they did like this scanning sonar technology on the entire pyramid, and they found two huge like caverns that they haven't. So like big rooms in the pyramid that they've never gone into.
I like how you said you've missed a lot in the States. So like which
Oh, in the world.
Egypt.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm a global boy. You know what I mean? So they found it. They put a camera through and they found a chamber, and it's like nothing's been in this chamber for 4,000 years. So we got images inside the cavern. It's like the entrance to the Great Pyramid. Pretty dope. There's another pyramid that's above the king's chambers that like eventually they might go into. But like I said, Egyptian archaeology is very slow moving, a lot of politics, stuff like that. So that was fun. They found a mini sphinx with like a smiling face on it. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Maybe Brittany will put pictures up.
Just emojied on
Yeah.
on all the Egyptians and the Jews there.
Yeah.
Just dabs on all that.
What else? Yeah, there's just been new discoveries in Egypt, and people are pretty excited about that.
Bro, that is The Mummy, the movie.
Oh shit!
Just wait.
It's going to be underwhelming.
Uh,
They're gonna get into the cavern and there's nothing here.
well, in
It's
the
like, well, did you put lemon juice on the back of the cavern?
You have to blow on it.
Yeah.
Valley Forge,
Valley Frog.
It's 2 G's.
uh, Sean and I started a war with the Mexican president.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah,
Bro.
dude.
Oh wait! I think I saw you guys post about this. The tree,
Bro,
Yeah.
the thing in the tree.
yo, if you're the Mexican president, pull up, brother, hermano. Like, come see us.
Vamonos.
'Cause you be stealing from
Everybody,
us, bro.
let's go.
So, Sean, do you want to take this? What happened?
Okay, so somebody sends us like a link on Instagram.
Dude, 40 people sent us this link.
Okay, yeah, we saw this link come through in our DMs. It was like Mexican president posts a picture of what he says is an elf. And this picture just so happened to be the same picture that someone sent us back in October of the old hag lady in Northern California.
Which we only recently.
We told it like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
But Sean got it in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came through in October.
So the Mexican president said, this is a picture of a, what does he call it?
Like an elf or something.
Yeah. It has a Mayan name, but it's essentially an elf. And then he said,
He said it was an elf?
yeah. Oh,
Or did he say it was L something?
LF.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
That's funny. This is the F. No, but he's like, one of his engineers captured this photo 2 days ago. This is the Mexican president, bro.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
No. On the article, it said this was taken by an engineer 3 days ago, and I'm posting it. This is a Mayan like entity that is like an elf or something like that, and it's just posted on what was it, NBC?
Yeah.
They posted this
Yeah, they talked about
and
it.
did an article on it, and we're like,
So we get sent that a billion times. Obviously, we recognize the photo. It's the same photo. We'll put it up here. It's the old hag. A listener. So I was like, Sean, find out who sent that story. Get the goods on that. Let's start talking to him and figure out. Because here's the situation we're in. The Mexican president is making a claim. We have proof that he's lies, bro. Como se dice?
or at very
Como se
least, this
dice
engineer
lies?
lied to him.
Yes, he's been lied to.
Yeah,
Which, like, you need to take care of your,
Either
your
way.
people then.
yeah.
So we have evidence that this was taken way before 3 days ago. But so now we're like, we can prove the Mexican president wrong. Did our listener intentionally, unintentionally trick us? Did they know that this is fake? Or are they the source of this photo? Right?
Or
Yeah.
does the president listen to us?
That's what, but then he
Yeah,
stole
yeah,
from us.
yeah.
Yeah, still.
Even
but
bigger news, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So-
Listen to 3 a.m.
We went and talked to them. The story where this comes from. Do you kind of want to give background on the story?
So the story is, for everyone who doesn't remember, is the listener who sent it. This story came from her brother's friend who worked on a farm in Northern
That's
California.
every story. It's like,
Every-
hey, my sister's homie's
Yeah,
maid.
yeah. Heard, she said, he said. He was working on a weed farm in Northern California.
Very dangerous place.
Very dangerous place. He's on night duty watch or something like that. And he hears this sound off in the woods that sounds like a woman crying / screaming. So he whips out his phone, starts recording, and we have video of that recording. And you can hear whoever it is off in the forest. Then they also walked off into the forest a little ways to the source of where they thought this sound was coming from, but they couldn't see anything. So they take their phone out, take a picture, and then head back. They didn't think much of it, but later on that night, he brightens up the photo, and what he sees is this picture of this something standing in the trees above him. That's the extent of the story.
And that's the same exact picture the Mexican president
Now, when
posts.
I got the story, I do remember trying to reverse Google search it, like reverse image search. I'm not going to even say that I'm the most technologically apt person, but I didn't find anything. Now, we went and hit her up after the story comes out, and she's like, oh shit, for real? She's going to go and ask her brother, see if her brother's friend still has like record of that.
Like, if he can prove he took the photo, then it's like, we're breaking news. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of cool. Like, we're the source.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But other than that, we haven't heard back yet.
She was like, I'll reach out. I'll let you know. Like, he lives in a very sketch spot. And
It's
it's hard to-
very remote.
That's
yeah.
so funny. I'd like to live in Mexico for a little bit just because that president. It's like he's spending his time on this.
he's
This
living
kind of
D&D,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Train in Ohio? But this elf
Yeah.
in a tree.
Yeah. More important things.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So
we
North
could
Korea's
be in
got
a
nuclear missiles.
We started beef with the Mexican president.
Yeah.
And that's not the first time we've been stolen from.
True.
I'll cover this very briefly. But at one point, we get a listener, and he's like, hey, like, how you going? I'm a new listener. I'm from Australia, mate. And we're like, whoa, like, how'd you hear about us in Australia? And he's like, I saw you on the news. And we're like, what? And we're like, dude, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, you're on a documentary. I was like, what the f? Because, like, send us a link right now. He sends us a link. And your boy, I lived in Australia for 2 years. So, like, you know. No, I'm just kidding. I covered a story a couple years ago on something that's happened in in Victoria, Australia. So when I tell stories, I've been called dramatic. Sometimes I take liberties per se. And when you do true crime, people don't like that when you take liberties with true crime.
They can fact check.
Yeah. So we were sharing stories one day. I just remembered reading about this. I didn't really prepare it, and it's back when we just were really off the cuff with stuff. And I shared the story of the Button Man. We posted it to our YouTube.
Famous.
It got a lot of views. It's one of our most viewed things before Jay's Journal. And every comment is just tearing into me like a Japanese bidet, telling me how dumb and educated I am. And they're like, "There's no bobcats in Australia, you." And I'm like,
and it's like, that's the thing you had issues with.
Yeah. And they're like, "This guy obviously didn't do any research." No, I didn't. I was sharing a fun story with my friends. Anyway, so we post that video, forget about it, whatever. That's the Button Man story. Well, apparently, an Australian news site, sort of like a 2020 or like a Dateline of Australia, they made a documentary about the Button Man. And bro, not 40 seconds into the documentary, my dumbass voice, they used sound bites of us multiple times throughout this documentary. And it's just me being like, and then he comes out of his hiding. And it's me talking. And DeeJay's in it too. They used one part of it. You ask a good question. So they used your question to move to another segment. But bro, no one ever asked us. We didn't know that. But I guess somehow they credited us because some guy found us through that and started listening to us. But yeah, so we're in a war with Australia, dude.
Hey.
Australia and Mexico, bro.
Yeah. Come at us from both hemisphere. No,
we never asked the Button Man if we could talk about
Technically,
it.
That's true. That's true. And I did lie about so much stuff apparently.
Yeah. Defamation.
So I guess we're kind of even. But anyway, random, bro. We're on a date. We're on a documentary in Australia.
And getting quoted by the Mexican president, basically.
The world's weird, bro. What else is going on? Oh, did y'all hear? Okay, the world's falling apart.
Yeah.
It's getting really weird.
Yeah.
CERN.
Yeah.
What
What's
are those
going on
things
with
called?
CERN?
They rebooted it again, and it's just been getting weirder and weirder.
I thought they've been making advancements.
Yeah, but that's when you
Yes.
turn. So CERN was first turned on in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably when the world started getting weird. That's when we first start seeing the Bernstein Bears, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then they turned it off for a really long time. Recently, they turned it back on, and it's just getting weirder and weirder.
But they're making advancements
Yeah, no, they are. But
Like
the fact that
clean
they turned it
energy
on,
and stuff
they
like
think
that.
is moved us to different dimensions.
I don't know what CERN is.
It's dude, we could do a whole episode on this. CERN is very weird. Where it's located, very weird. There's a lot of history where it is. It's like a hadron collider, so it's a huge tube. They take atoms, they smash them together, and they're trying to find new elements, new things like that, prove the existence of the Big
God
Bang Theory,
particle,
God particle,
things like that.
antimatter shit like that.
You've seen Angels and Demons. You know those scientists at the beginning? That's basically CERN.
Yeah.
They shoot particles and
The experiments they're doing could rip the fabric of space and time in our universe and reset us all. They could trigger another Big Bang event. They could kill us all, but they're just we're doing this. And when they turned it on, a lot of people say that's when our dimensions started shifting, and we get a lot of those
Mandela effects.
That's where it starts. Also, they had a ceremony when they opened CERN, and it's very demonic, very weird, very worshipy of the devil type shit. We'll do it. Maybe we'll talk about this someday.
That's also
Anyway.
supposedly where the devil's supposed to reside. So
Yeah.
weirdly
Where
enough.
it's located.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I? Okay, so the world's getting weird. All of a sudden, aliens are real. This war, Ohio, trains, clouds,
Yeah, trains going off the rails everywhere.
in Ogden, and then this news article. Reed, you tell us about it. I'll say, dude, this is a news
Classic
story.
Charles. Tell us. No, I will.
Yeah, you say it. Just kidding. I'll do it. 30 girls get hospitalized after playing with a Ouija board.
What the?
All them up so bad. Whatever happened.
Okay, what?
Yeah, dude. So
Where was this?
I don't have any facts.
This is breaking
Dude,
news,
I
dude.
hate you.
Reed, you tell us.
Wasn't this in Colombia?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm going there, bro.
Colombia.
Sean bought tickets there.
Yeah, so
It's the first time something as white as Sean moves into Colombia.
We usually
Out
move it
of
out.
Yeah.
so apparently these girls were playing with a Ouija board and are experiencing like physical
Harm.
effects and
Stress.
harm from it. Stress, anxiety, they're throwing up. So they're all in medical care right now. They haven't released
How many
anything.
girls?
30.
30? How are they
Oh, I
all
just pulled
playing
that out
on
of my ass.
one Ouija board?
It's like everyone get a pinky on this bitch.
Yeah, around 30. Let's see.
Damn.
Bro, that's a
30.
successful sleepover though.
Yeah.
That's a
Everyone
big-ass
goes to
Ouija
the
board.
hospital.
And like all the parents have been interviewed and that they've kind of ruled out like hunger as like a
Issue.
cause.
Yeah.
So like this isn't anything that's going on privately in their home.
Like they didn't get food poisoning.
Yeah.
They didn't, yeah. So, dude, that's a news story.
Any of them die?
Nope. But
What kind of hospitalization? Like what else?
that's it. It's just headaches,
Oh, okay.
anxiety. They're just millennials.
Like when you went to the ER.
Yeah.
But this happened also last year. 12 Colombian girls also
What?
Bro,
Hospital.
Colombia. Okay, what's going on here? That makes me. This both happened in Colombia. It's like,
I'll check it out for us.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, go play Ouija in Colombia.
It's not gonna work though. Nothing ever works for me.
You got to think like a Colombian teenage girl. Then it will work. But anyway, bro, people are going to the hospital because of Ouija boards in 2023.
This is connected to CERN? Separate.
It could be. You
What I'm
never
saying
know.
is they turn CERN on, weirder and weirder shit is happening, and now it's like in the news.
Hmm.
Like that wouldn't be a news story 10 years ago. They'd be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And then on like MSNBC or some shit, one of the anchors is like, we'll be back to talk about how the CIA says a mothership is in our solar system.
Oh yeah.
So Sean, what's going on? They're like, they slyly snuck in an alien mothership might be in our solar system.
Okay.
Where's Will Smith?
Yeah, dude. Okay,
Slapping-
but for
slapping
real
toys
Who's
though,
a white dude in
comics.
that?
this
Who's a white
was
dude?
oh,
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
No. Who gets them in Independence Day?
What do you mean?
Where he's
Guess
like,
them? The president?
I'm back. Is that the president?
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace. That dude's dead.
R.I.P. Yeah, the real MVP right
Yeah,
there.
we already used him. That's our Trump
Yeah,
card.
no.
Now we need Trump.
It's like
to
Randy
do
Quaid
that.
or something.
It is Randy Quaid.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, so it's very Independence Day-esque what they're talking about. They're talking about a mothership that could release all of these smaller ships that are now in our solar system at various different places. And their science to back it up is like things that they can't see, but seem to be affecting the gravitational pull of other things in the area.
It's like something's moving around.
Like something's moving around that they can't like detect.
yeah.
And so whatever it is, it's cloaked.
But like
The
on
whole thing.
MSNBC, I'm not like Don Lemon. I don't know the dude's name, but he's just like, and we'll be back because the Pentagon has
Is it-
released documents
Yeah.
talking about how likely a mothership is in our solar system, and we'll be right back. And like
And
that's
that's
what
what
it
it
said
is,
about
yeah.
it, bro.
And they didn't come back.
It's so many people were like, "What? Wait, what did he just say?"
What?
And then they released a video of the sun, and then they can see this black blob move up
Oh,
to the
yeah.
sun, and then a spiral of plasm comes out of the sun, connects with the black blob for a while, and then it just moves away. And they're like, that looks like a craft just took like energy from the
Mad
sun.
sus.
What?
Yeah.
What? Going back to what if we somehow got Trump to be Randy Quaid and meet the
Whoa.
aliens?
Dude,
you're
he's,
honest.
he's like,
It's gonna be
"Planet
it's gonna be the
Earth, Planet
best.
Earth, Planet Earth."
Yours.
As much as an ass that guy is, planet Earth is the best.
I've
You-
been to other Earths.
You might be
This
the
is best.
mothership. We are the fathership.
We are the fathership. The mothership is gay.
Yeah.
Like,
You are illegal aliens.
Yeah. No, we're building a wall around
like,
the Earth.
yeah.
The firmament. That's funny. Yeah, all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah, we need a wall. It's like, that's one thing we can agree on. No, but dude, just all this weird stuff in the news lately. It's like,
Okay, but
Ouija
I
board
actually-
attacks, motherships are here. It's like, if you would have asked anyone, like for years, conspiracy theorists, like aliens are real, aliens are real. And they're like, you are a psycho. And then last year, all of a sudden, they're like, aliens are real. Like they just switched
Yeah,
it.
they're
You
like-
know, there's no
we talked
apology.
about that. We talked about how during the pandemic they
There's just like no
they
apology.
released the UFO information. Like, oh yeah,
Casual, yeah.
UFOs are real.
Aliens, y'all knew about that? You didn't know about that?
Wait, yeah,
It's
no, those are
aliens,
real.
yeah. But now the conspiracy theorists are like, no, because they're talking about it, there's not real aliens and this is fake. And they're going to use aliens
As
to
a
control
front,
us,
yeah.
bro. And I'm kind of on that. The second they started being like aliens are real, I was like, I don't know anymore. So, yeah, watch out. Anyway, yeah, so what else is going on?
I actually heard an article the other day where these like unidentified flying objects might not be aliens, but time traveling.
More instances of potential time travel.
So allegedly, someone solved, like some scientists solved the grandfather paradox in time traveling within the last like 3 or 4 years.
Which is, if you travel back in time and if you kill your grandfather, what does that do to you? And the invention of like trying to time travel.
Yeah. So like essentially the reason why we couldn't time travel before. So allegedly that was solved, and people are talking about how like these could be like
With mathematics, right?
with Mac. And I'm not a smart person by any way or means, so I'm just saying what I read.
Yeah.
But because of that, like everyone's like, these like could be actual like vehicles coming from the future to this different places in time that we're now seeing, or something along those lines. So who knows? It could be aliens or
Could be
time
us,
travelers.
yeah, or dimension shifters.
Yeah, something.
Remember how we talked about how like the 2D dimension girl can't see a 3D dimension move?
Yeah.
So like that's what's potentially happening.
You're moving to Florida,
You're
which is close to
The
Bermuda Triangle. In fact, a lot of people say the Bermuda Triangle has shifted over the last 20 years
to right over where
to
you're moving.
over Florida.
Oh, that makes sense.
Did we talk about how the Bermuda Triangle could be like a planchette?
The world's planchette.
the world's up?
And what's it asking?
Yeah.
It's like F
Or
Florida.
what's it telling you?
Gotta find out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Apparently there's, I forgot what it was called. I can't remember if it's in the Bermuda Triangle or right outside of it, but there's this part in the ocean where there's a dip in the ocean because
Where there's a waterfall there?
gravitational pull from inside the ocean, like pulling whatever's there a little down. Not like sucking it down like a black hole, but like
It appears to be like an underwater waterfall.
it's
Is
like
what
a
it looks like.
rift.
Yeah, it's wild.
What in the?
I don't know the science.
So you
behind
gotta
What's
it.
check
that
it out.
poster you had on
Yeah,
the
check it out.
wall of your old house apartment about the rift?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know.
Wait, what?
You remember he had a
Oh, Pacific Rim.
yeah, that's some
yeah,
Pacific
dude.
Rim shit. dude.
Yeah, that's my college
I will
apartment.
die on the hill that movie is good.
Nah.
Yeah, dude.
Nah.
Dude,
That's
it's
weird.
crazy. In Japan, anime's so commonplace there.
Uh-huh.
Like even J Power, like which is the main electrical company in Tokyo.
Does
The ads
they all
on the
have
subway
mascots.
are anime.
Yeah, they all have mascots
Yeah,
and stuff.
and it's just common to see anime everywhere.
That's great. And like their mainstream marketing.
Yeah.
It's anime. It's like, come get your colon check.
Exactly.
I have a couple things. Recently, because your boy got like a little pay increase, we decided to like, I bought a pair of shoes. MJ got some clothes. Like everyone's getting a little something. So we're like,
Eating a
Lucy,
little bit.
Lucy.
Yeah.
She's on like good dog food right now,
Mm.
but there's better. You can get like raw. It's meat.
Yeah, have you seen those TikToks? Like on Dog Talk?
Yeah.
Where they like preparing meals and it's
It's
like
a full ass meal.
yeah, well one bowl has like 18 ingredients and it's like super colorful, pickled shit, cortito and like different textures and it's like damn.
Bro, you look at the
Dogs be
macros
eating
on those
better.
too.
It's for a doggy.
Healthy AF.
I
Yeah.
know.
So we decided she did some research and she got like on an all organic, whatever, like real dog food diet.
Damn.
So it's very expensive. And so she found something that was 50% off for 2 weeks. And we're like, all right, let's try it out.
Try
Let's see if Lucy likes it. So we get it, bro. She licked the bowl for like 20 minutes after she was done eating. Like she
Damn.
loved that shit. So we're like, damn, this is expensive. Like I don't know if we can commit. So MJ ordered one more because she got one more promo code,
more week.
50% off.
Oh, okay.
So we got 4 weeks, 50% off. The box didn't come. So we're like, that sucks. She gets an automated email. Hey, we noticed your box didn't come. Is that true? Click yes. And MJ's like, all right, yes. It's like, cool. We have another one sent out to you right now. The next day, the box shows up with 2 weeks. And she's like, whoa, that's cool. And then at the same time, another automated email says, hey, we noticed your box didn't show up. If that's the case, click yes.
What the?
And then like a couple days later, another box shows up. And I'm just like, okay, this is a lot. And then she's like, I don't know what to do. And then another, like the next day after that,
No way.
another. So we're stuck in a loop where we're just getting free boxes of dog food. So we paid for like one box and we have 6 boxes now, dude. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to stop this. Like besides like calling them and being like, yo, you guys, but they just keep sending more boxes, bro. So it's like, we struck gold, dude. We found that.
Our group definitely fails on that moral dilemma.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about it. My sister, someone I know, bought an Apple laptop from Apple, and it was expensive because it's an Apple laptop, and it shouldn't be. But it was like $2,000. It didn't end up working well. They called someone. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go into your account. I'll check it. Okay, send that back. I'll refund you, and then we'll send you a new one or something." She's like, "Okay." They refund her. They never asked for the new one, and then she got like a new laptop. So she like didn't pay for the one she got, and then got an extra one, and she felt so guilty, bro. She was racked with guilt. She called me and she's like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Keep that shit." And she's like, "Wait, really? Like, that's not..." And I was like, "Oh, wait, you're right. Like, morals." And then we asked everyone in our friend group who like all, purport to be like Mormons and going to church and shit. And everyone's like, "Keep that shit." And I was like, damn. So you're right. Yeah,
Especially,
we all fail.
Yeah, especially when you bring up the easy argument of like big corporations.
Apple don't
corporate
give a
America.
Yeah. You think they
Using
care?
kids to mine cobalt and
Yeah.
like
So
child
in a way,
labor to
you're
make our
helping,
iPhones.
bro. Any justification, dude. King of justifications. I learned a really valuable lesson while you were in Japan. Like,
What's up?
you were off exploring and growing. I was growing too.
Oh yeah.
So I learned sometimes, and this is for everyone, chat, this is for you listeners at home. Sometimes you really do just need to slow down. Just slow down.
Did you break? You find that out the hard way?
So your boy got a new job. I got some new money coming in. I bought myself a new pair of hair clippers. And I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair today. Finished cutting my hair. Finished cutting my hair. I was like, you know what? It's been a minute since I groomed myself. It's been a minute since I cleaned
Trim the
myself up,
hedges.
since I gave me a little lower fade. You know what I mean? So I was watching a movie on my headphones. I'm butt ass naked, covered in hair, standing in my bathroom, and I'm just new. And bro, my heart's racing right now. I'm not even joking. I grab my ding dong, stretch that shit, and I start to clean. And I went, yeah. The clippers caught my shaft and cut a huge chunk out of my dick. And I'm not joking. And it was like, I was in shock and I looked down, immediate blood everywhere. A huge like flop of skin is hanging. I make the surgical decision. I grab the scissors and I cut off that whole flop.
No, you didn't.
Bro, it was hanging.
That's not real.
I'm dead ass. I'm dead serious. So if you want to know how big of a wound I sustained to my penis, think of a dime and then...
I don't understand.
Siri, I'm not asking your bitch ass, bro. Think of a dime and then cut the dime in half. That's how much I straight up chunked out my ding dong. So I'm like, I'm still in shock. It's not hurting at this moment. I cut off the flap of skin and then I just don't know what to do. It's bleeding. So I hold toilet paper to it and I get a knock at the door and MJ's like, "You've been in there for a while." And I just open the door and I look at her. I'm nude, covered in hair and I have
blood.
Bloody napkin pressed to my ding dong. And I'm like, "I cut my dick." And she was like, "What?" I was like, "I cut myself." And I just show her and she's like, "Oh my gosh, dude." Because this is like a battle wound on my ding dong.
Ugh.
Bro, penises heal really fast.
Speaking of, well, that reminded me. Have y'all ever zipped your own dick?
Yes.
Sean hasn't.
That's what I'm saying though.
Have you?
Sometimes you need to slow
I did for the first
down.
time in Tokyo.
Wow.
At the subway station. I went to go use the bathroom real quick. Real dick.
Yeah, real
Real
quick. You're trying to
And,
be efficient like them Japs.
Yeah, I try to be super quick, and then I zipped it, and that was my first time, and it hurt so bad.
Did it cut?
And the worst part is you gotta unzip it.
Oh.
Because it's stuck.
Did it bleed?
No. But
Then why are
still,
you bringing that up when I, with my like that compares at all? I sustained a legitimate wound. I could see the inner workings
It
of my
hurt.
penis.
I got a mark on it.
Oh,
I got the scars to show for it.
I like re-circumcised myself. The double anointing is like the double circumcised. It was wild, bro.
Someone in chat, is this a Manscaped ad?
Sean, I told the boys because like I went through this by myself, and MJ did her best to like, but only your boys know what that kind of means, you know. So I reached out to these two, and I was like, I legit just wounded my penis. I wounded my wiener, and Sean was like, "That's why we need Manscaped," and I was like,
I don't
"That's
know.
really smart."
Do girls do that?
Cut their penises? I mean, some girls do.
like zip the labia or something?
Oh, not a thing.
We should have a female.
Nothing comparable.
We should have a female come on one time and just be like, "What vagina wounds do you sustain on the regular?" Besides, like,
Oh, okay. On the trip, some of the girls were talking about, yeah, have you ever like farted from your coochie? Not like a queef, but they're like, have you ever like farted and it like exits the front?
bro, the Japanese on the train are just like shaking their head like these Americans are disgusting.
They're like, have you ever farted and it like exits the front?
Like, anyway, I'll take udon. First of all, I've heard that conversation before too from the females.
What's that like? Farting from the front?
I don't know, Deej. Dude, I've farted and it claps out the side of your nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where it's like blah, 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 blah. Like a geyser in Yellowstone or some shit with the mud. You know, where it's like blah, blah, blah.
Be talking like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, calm down, boys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all can't even get in. Anyway, I'm glad to report it's like pretty damn healed, which is crazy. Like that shit was wild. But slow down, be careful,
penis.
bro.
Resilient penis.
Be slow and careful.
If there's one thing you can say about my wiener, it's resilient. You know, but just be careful. Slow down. Take your time. You don't have to
glad
rush
you learned that.
everything. Yeah.
We learned that at the same time. I wonder if it happened at the same time.
Oh shit!
Like a synchronized from opposite sides of the club.
Okay, like if I'm your wing, where did it happen on you? Like where did it catch? Because mine's like right here. Though.
Mine, the top.
Mine's right up on top.
Oh shit!
Really?
dude.
Yeah, we are connected.
Because it was like kind of like curved.
Mine's like right
and I,
here,
like,
bro.
Alright.
skimmed it.
Ah.
And I got stuck. I had to unzip it. And I was like writhing in pain in the Tokyo subway.
Anyway, that's the scary story for today's my pee wound, and that's all I got, bro. I had some real highs and lows while you were gone, dog. But anyway,
That's all I got. Should we call it?
bro, yeah, we're gonna call it. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the support. If you guys have a scary story, go ahead and submit it on our website, the3ampodcast.com/submit. And yeah, ask everyone around you if you got scary stories. Next week, we'll be back to our regular bullshit. We'll be doing scary stories and whatnot. So until next time, sayonara. Bye, love you, be safe.
Trust your gut, watch your back.
Be careful out there.
What are you going to say, fool?
Peace.
Kap kun kap.
Peace. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Bye.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of 3 a.m. If you want to support us, visit our Patreon where patrons have access to exclusive content. If you're not able to support us monetarily, don't worry. This episode is on us. You can still rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to us on. It really does go a long way. You can also follow us on social media. Our handle everywhere, including Patreon, is the 3 a.m. pod. Finally, do you have any scary stories? If so, submit them to our website, the3ampodcast.com. We love any audio or visual aids that can help bring your stories to life. So file uploads are welcome with your written submissions. We're anxious and excited to hear from you.